Jackie Robinson's historic entrance into Major League Baseball in 1947 is often hailed as a monumental moment in sports history, symbolizing the breaking of the color barrier in American society. While it's crucial to celebrate Robinson's achievements and the progress made during that era, it's equally important to recognize the significant impact this change had on the Negro Leagues, which were a vital part of African American culture and community. Before integration, the Negro Leagues provided a platform for black players to showcase their immense talents in a segregated society. These leagues were not just about baseball, they represented pride, resilience, and a rich cultural heritage. The teams were owned and operated by black individuals, and they fostered a sense of community and identity during a time when segregation was rampant. When Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers, it marked the beginning of a slow but transformative process for baseball. Many talented black players began to leave the Negro Leagues for the opportunity to play in the majors. This migration wasn't merely about the chance to play at a higher level, it was also about the financial stability and visibility that came with being in the major leagues, which often offered better pay and exposure. However, this shift had dire consequences for the Negro Leagues. Attendance dwindled as fans followed their favorite players to the majors, leading to financial instability for many teams. The Negro Leagues continued to operate for years after Robinson's debut, but they were never the same. Many teams struggled to attract crowds and maintain their rosters. The leagues were a space where black athletes could excel and be celebrated for their skills. With their best players moving up, the leagues faced a talent drain that diminished their competitiveness and appeal. It's a narrative that often gets overshadowed by the focus on integration, but it's essential to acknowledge the loss of that vibrant community and the economic impacts on those who owned and played in the Negro Leagues. Moreover, integration often meant that only a few black players were brought into major league teams at a time, creating a tokenism that did not reflect the rich talent pool available. This limited representation did not allow for the full inclusion and recognition of black players' contributions to the game. The stories and achievements of many Negro League players have been left out of the mainstream narrative of baseball history, which is a loss for both the sport and the cultural heritage of African Americans. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the Negro Leagues and their significance. However, the conversation about Jackie Robinson and integration should also include a reflection on the lasting legacy of the Negro Leagues and the importance of honoring those who played in them. They were not just a footnote in history, they were a crucial part of America's sports culture, representing perseverance in the face of adversity. As we celebrate the progress made since Robinson's time, it's essential to remember the players of the Negro Leagues and the communities they represented. Their contributions helped shape baseball into the global game it is today, and their stories deserve to be told and celebrated alongside the narrative of integration.